Aras – vyriškas, stipraus skonio, natūralus mineralinis vanduo.
Neįtikėtina, kad šis visas objektas tiek laiko buvo paliktas likimo valiai, jisai vis dar nuostabios būklės. Verwaltung, what does this mean?
It would be HR, I guess. Human resources.
Okay.
So they did all the getting new people in, taking more people out.
Okay, I understand.
I didn't get my money.
Human resources, yes. But now this is telecommunication, radio station.
Yeah, and this one is from 1954, as you can tell. This one is from the 1980s. This one is from the 1950s to 40s, probably. And we have an amateur radio, and this thing should translate radio signals to written signals.
Wow, that's
so. I think
it's like old-fashioned fax.
Maybe you can get some in really quick. This would free. This good stuff that can be right now.
So thank you for the radio instructions. What next?
By the way, this was one of the ways that we could receive and send information here. Any like info over detonations or something, stuff that we are going to actually figure out in the next room, would have been sent over these.
So when everybody left this bunker, it was left closed or unclosed?
This one was actually open.
Open for free entrance.
So there's a hatch on the top because it goes up, and it's just a hatch and it goes down.
Yeah.
If you pull a line normally, and they either managed to pull the line from inside or just stomped on it until it gave up, and so the top hatch was standing open for the last 5 years. But then we noticed and we closed it, and we also closed the doors and locked the valves, so you could enter this way.
Okay.
Now you actually have to ask.
Yeah. Mes esam kažkokiame keistame kambaryje, aš suprantu, čia yra tyrimų laboratorija. Okay, what is this?
So, as you can see at the door, this is ABC again, which means, it translates to CBRN, I guess, for English speakers. This measures radiation. We have a low dose counter.
This is Geiger tube, yes?
I'm not really sure if it's the Geiger tube, to be honest, because this is from the Department of Radiation and Reactor Safety in Germany. So ask them. But this is an original thing. Normally this would obviously not have been translucent, but like white or brown or grey. So this is a low dose counter, and this is a high dose counter. They actually needed to upgrade these because at the start they only had the high dose counters because they were built for a war with nukes, and obviously there would have been no shortage of radiation then. But when Chernobyl actually happened, they noted that their counters are actually way too
it's not such sensitive as...
Yeah, it's not sensitive enough. Yeah. So they barely had any changes registering, and they asked colleagues, and they said, yeah, we're noticing changes. And they said, okay, maybe we should upgrade this.
So it's still operating, yes?
This is, in theory, still operating.
Okay.
So these, I have no exact numbers, but there are thousands of these still in Germany.
Okay.
And in the Cold War, obviously, they were all operated from here, or from buildings like these. And right now they're controlled by the Agency of Reactor Safety.
Okay, it is only the measurement, but it has to be connected to some computer to show the result.
These ones are connected to the internet via a modem.
Oh.
You can even type in something and see the measurements online right now.
That's nice.
So this is just the reference map, you could say. So they would have just pretty much drawn large red circles if some chemical or radioactive agent would have been set free.
Okay.
And you can actually, of course, measure what route fallout would take, or the clouds, and you can do this over here. So, for example, this is Bremen, the next city to us, pretty much. We are over here. So, yeah, pretty close. And this is the right thing for this ratio. So if the Russians drop the nuke on Bremen, and this is just an approximation, normally you would have to do calculations for that, but this is a rough outline. We could say, okay, the wind is blowing east, let's say, and the nuke was dropped right in the center. You would have obviously a detonation circle that is independent from this. But you could roughly tell how, depending on the wind, the clouds with all the fallout are rising into the sky, like around 20 kilometers or 30 kilometers. And when they're up there, they will actually travel very far. And these are kilometers. And you would have, maybe you can see it, there's a small index here. You would have indexes here for hours. So let's say...
you know when the radiation will be, for example, in that
area, exactly.
In Hamburg.
So, because you don't need to warn everyone up until here right now. You only need to warn them, like, I think the standard was 15 minutes before the radiation was actually there. So yeah. This is basically all the material that wouldn't have been used in here, obviously, but by the people outside, like radiation detectors in different versions, or this awesome Strahlenschutzrechenscheibe, which basically you can feed some input into it, depending on what you actually gathered.
And you know when you will die. And
no, actually it will tell you when the radiation is at a level that is not really dangerous anymore. This is also a little thing that actually is very useful for the people that worked in the room we were in just a few minutes ago, because this will tell you everything from where they are to how far you can see to what kind of clouds there are in the sky, how like humid the earth is, temperature, wind, obviously, and here everything about chemical or radioactive agents. So either it's polluting the air or the ground.
Okay.
And everything that has to do with detection of chemical agents. So this is a Träger gas pump, you could say, yeah. So you have these glass tubes that you break at both ends. You put them in here. And depending on what you actually want to measure, you have a certain number of compressions that you need to make, and after a certain time it will
change,
colorize and tell you how much, I think ppm of a certain particle there's in the air.
Okay, and
so this one already ran yellow because it's for CO, and they just discolorize after a while, and it's been in here for half a year or something.
Okay.
2 times 60.
120 tonų. Wow. Okay.
Gyvenk gražiai, mokėk mažai. Eko 2 šiluma.
Aras – vyriškas, stipraus skonio, natūralus mineralinis vanduo.
This is cyanide.
It's poisonous gas. It's a chemical weapon, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this one is for just natural gases or
Propane.
CO or propane.
And this is for the marking territory.
Yeah, exactly. First you would go over a field or whatever with this, which is just a measuring tape pretty much, but it will discolorize if it hits any chemical, nuclear or whatever agents. So you can see, okay, there's something over here we need to check, and then you would do a real check to see what it is, and then you would log it off. This is our battery room. Also the best room to show what it means to make a building nuke-proof, if you could call it, because this can swing pretty far, so the batteries don't fly through the room and explode or something. That is also why there are 2 separate air ducts in here that pull air out, so the atmosphere here doesn't get explosive, and if it does, these are actually X-proof, so they won't set off an explosion if there's gases in here.
Okay.
And we used to have 10 batteries in here, about this large, open, so you could just go there and touch the acid, and obviously the connectors over here, and it goes into the next room, which we see later. And this pretty much just powered mainly the communication and the time that power from the outside went off until the point that our diesel engine started, which was 8 to 10 seconds.
Okay.
And then they were empty. First it's
entrance
prohibited, exactly, and it's our water reservoir, our main water line, pretty much.
Does it has water from the ground?
We have 2 wells, one in the bunker and one outside, and they pump the fresh water. The light is always a bit.
Įėjimas draudžiamas, čia yra vandens rezervuarai. O, šviesa yra. O. So you have the water drill from the underground, or it's just well?
It's a normal well, I think, because it's just under 20 meters deep, so it's not a deep well in itself. And the water is pretty dirty. We can't filter it right now to get drinking water, but at least we have some kind of water to just wash your hands or something.
That is for keeping water?
Exactly. This is mainly for using the toilets, because this will store the water under pressure, so you always have enough for quick access. And this will also do the firefighting pretty much.
Okay.
They have some hoses in here,
system,
and they run off this.
Okay.
The water always runs through these 2.
These original old.
These are just very rough filters, and these ones are very fine. So these ones are for usable water, and this one is for drinking water.
Okay.
And you can see the pipes running off there. That is where they will actually go down to the bottom floor, and there are 6 water tanks there, and a 7th in that direction, and they will store 265,000 liters of water.
Wow.
With a population in here of 200 people, it would have lasted 30 days if there's no additional water coming in, and every single person uses 40 liters of water a day.
That's amazing. For 1 month.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you leave everything running though, the water will only last 43 hours, because the AC itself takes 6,000 liters an hour. Pumping water up and down a few meters takes a lot of energy, and this is just the power connection for all the water pumps.
Okay.
The main wastewater pump has 15 kilowatts of power.
Wow.
And it will do about 40 bars of pressure.
Wow. And where goes the wastewater?
Into our own cleaning facility.
This unit has its own cleaning facility, not to the town.
The whole area is pretty much reliant on its own. So we had diesel fuel tanks and oil tanks and water tanks and obviously our own wastewater treatment.
Turbūt jau pastebėjote, kad užgesinus šviesą patalpose, aplink durų kontūrai yra pažymėti fluorescenciniais dažais, kurie šviečia tamsoje. Kažkokie įdomi chemikalai. Mes priėjom prie vienos vietos ir sakė, man pačiam pabandyti atidaryti duris, nežinau kodėl, kažkas turėtų vykti, aš bandau atidaryti. Sunkios durys, šarvuotos. Why this door is so heavy?
Because all the power that this bunker uses runs through here.
Čia yra elektros skydinė.
Basically, this is all the power coming from the grid going into the bunker, and when it was still operational, it also transferred power to the buildings above. Right now, we are actually getting power from them, but in the past it was the other way around. And obviously, the diesel generators need to be put into the grid here, and the high voltage thing is also over here.
Okay.
And we can just trigger the light over here. So this is normal light, and if the power actually goes out, it looks like this.
Wow, it's from batteries, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Power on. Okay, and this is high voltage, yes?
I mean, I think this speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But obviously, and since the
Aukštos įtampos transformatorinė. Wow, this is amazing, huge fuse.
This is something you will probably never see in a normal lost place, because this is always stolen first, because there's so much copper in here. And normally what you shouldn't do is this.
Yeah, I know.
There's proof that it's not normal. You can actually see that it's the old cable still, with the oil in it.
That's amazing. What is in here?
There's also oil in there.
Oil. Okay.
Because it shields from electricity, I think.
Where is this connection?
You mean the
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah.
And you would have to remove this lock and get it in here, and then this and this and.
Okay.
You have to be an electrician to get this, I think. Also, even though I know that there is no cable. This is our transformator or
from the grid.
Yeah.
This is the main. This is the main, yes, transformator from the outside.
Yeah.
Now I see the cable is pretty.
So yeah, we had 2 times 20 kilovolts, and now we have like 2 times 2 kilovolts or something.
So this one is now disconnected.
Yeah, exactly. You know the
It's for fighting?
small screwdrivers that you can check your normal power.
Yeah, power.
Yeah. This is the same, just for 20 kilovolts.
So just for checking
touch
power.
Here and definitely not get any closer than. So this is some. I can't even explain it in English. It basically takes all the up and downs out of the frequency in the net. So we have, like, you want exactly 220 volts, but because of some fluctuations, you will get some more and some less, and this will actually do exactly what you want.
Okay, that's interesting. srovės lygintuvas, stabilizatorius. O dabar mes einam į generatorinę patalpą, iš kurios jau generatoriai yra iškeliavę. Jos kažkas pavogė. Bet pasižiūrėsim, kaip atrodė vieta, kur buvo pastatyti generatoriai. Smell of the diesel? Okay, so let me guess.
There would have been, yeah.
This is for diesel tank place? And this place, no, this place for generator. It has to be bigger fundament for generator.
There are actually two.
Two generators.
The large one and the small one.
Okay, yes, the generator. This is for the gas.
Yeah, that's the
air intake.
Exhaust.
Yeah, exhaust.
There's air intake and and there's the water cooling system over there. So all these were water and air cooled, and the warm water from the diesels actually went back into the heating.
Okay.
Which is rather futuristic for the 60s.
Yeah, that's interesting. And where was diesel tank?
In the bottom and outside.
Okay.
There are 30,000 liters capacity in here.
30,000. Wow.
120,000 liters outside.
Wow.
2 times 60.
120 tonų. Wow. Okay, that's nice.
These are all telephone cables. They come in here, and we have a system in here that is like on the field. If you have like the field.
Laidos vedėjo apranga iš parduotuvės Urban Explorer. Drabužiai gyvenimo nuotykiui. Urban Explorer.